let's now discuss accounting for joint products and byproducts. Joint products are products from the same production with common set of inputs, which yung tawag natin dyan is joint process. No? Kapag yung isang process nagpo-produce ng maraming products, so tawag doon joint process. So joint products has or have substantial sales value. No? Ibig sabihin, malaki yung contribution niya sa sales revenue. Example, okay, in a bakery, no, common process that produces different type of breads, no? Pwedeng halimbawa, common yung process ng pagtitimpla, pagmamasa, then tapos later on bago i-bake, saka lang i-distinguish yung pandikoko at pandesal, 'di ba? Pero isang process lang ang pinagdaanan nila, no? Isang input ng harina, ng ano pang ingredients, isang pagmamasa, no? At the end of the process, saka pa lang naghiwalay na merong pala doon sa na-process gagamitin na, ano bang tawag doon sa dough? Ayan. Yung ibang dough gagamitin sa pandikoko, yung iba sa pandesal. Yung iba sa Spanish bread. Okay? Pero iisa ng process ng pagtitimpla at pagmamasa. So, yun yung joint process. Okay? Byproducts are products with relatively small sales value compared to joint products. Kunin ulit natin yung bakery. So, a bakery may produce trimmings of bread which are deformed. This can be sold at a lower price. No? So, minsan, di ba, merong, during the process, merong mga pira-piraso ng namasang tinapay, no? Yung mga maliliit na piraso, pinaggupitan, di ba? So, kung pwede siyang ibenta at a much lower price, so, ang tawag sa kanya is byproduct. Split of point is the point in a joint process where individual products can be identified separately. Okay? So, yung split of point, no, yun yung point sa process kung saan naghihiwa-hiwala yung mga joint products and byproducts. Okay? Another term that we have to learn is scrap. So, ang scrap, they are residue of a production process that has little or no value. Example, no, sa mga furniture shop, yung mga pinagkaskasan, no, wood trimmings, no? So, wala na siyang gamit, no? At halos wala na rin siyang value. Kaya ang tawag sa kanya is scrap materials or simply scrap. Waste, no? Yun naman has no recovery value and must be disposed. Okay? Normally, mga waste, yung mga hazardous sa environment. So, wala silang recovery value, hindi mo mabebenta. So, kailangan mo nang itapon. So, yan yung waste. Spoiled units cannot be reworked economically. So, ito na-encounter na natin sa job order costing. Defective units can be reworked economically. So, yun yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa, no? Spoiled tsaka defective. So, yung defective units, pwede mo pa siyang i-rework, no? Economically. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabing economically, yung magagastos mo sa pagre-rework ay mas malaki or mas maliit rather kaysa sa revenue na re-realize mo after reworking. So in short, kahit i-rework mo siya, hindi ka naman lugi at the end of the day. So the next slides will deal on accounting for joint products and byproducts. So for joint products, the accounting issue is how do we allocate common costs or yung joint costs to joint products? Diba? Sabi ko nga, yung joint process, isang input lang. No? Isang input ng ingredients, isang input ng labor. Pero at the end of the process, merong mag-emerge na iba't ibang product. So, paano mo i-allocate yung nagastos mo dun sa common process, yung common cost, dun sa iba't ibang product na nag-emerge at the end of the process at the split of point. So, we have three bases that can be used. Yung physical measure, sales value, at net realizable value. So, the three methods, they basically follow the same steps, yung allocation method, or yung allocation steps na ginamit natin kanina dun sa support department costs. We will discuss each in the following slides. Physical measure method is used when the selling price of the products are not available or the selling price are volatile, ibig sabihin masyadong malikot, no? Hindi constant, or much processing occurs before the product becomes saleable. So yan yung tatlong uh, uh, instances kung kailan mo pwedeng gamitin yung physical measure method. So let's read this short illustrative problem silently. So ayan, a joint process costing 1,000,008. So i-allocate mo siya dun sa dalawang product na na-produce nung isang process, yung clipboard at saka yung lumber. So using physical measure, ito po yung ating solution. Ayan. So ang ginamit natin dyan is fraction, ano? So 1,400 over, ang denominator natin is yung 1,400 plus 1,960, ano? Yung total units ng dalawa. Okay. So, ayan, napakasimple lang niya, di ba? So, inallocate lang siya based on physical measure. Okay, so sales value method can be used only when the products are saleable at split of point. So, this is the most widely used method. Now, so ang ginagamit dyan ay yung sales value ng dalawang product. So, ito yung ating illustrative problem, no? 16,000 pesos na joint process, nag-produce ng 2,000 pounds of fillet that can be sold up to 2 pesos and 20 pesos at 2 pesos and 20 centavos per pound, at 8,000 pounds of canned tuna that can be sold at 1 pesos and 65 centavos per pound. Ito po yung ating allocation. So, ang una nating ginawa dyan sa table, kinuha natin yung total selling price ng bawat product. So, yung fillet, 2,000 pounds ba yan? 2,000 pounds times 2.20. Si canned tuna, 8,000 times 1.65. And then, tinotal natin yung kanilang selling prices. So, ang total is 17,600. And then, based on the fourth column, yung total selling price, nag-develop tayo ng ratio. Okay? So, 25% and 75%, at yung ratio na yon ang ginamit natin sa pag-allocate ng joint cost. The net realizable value method is used when not all joint products are saleable at split of point. So yung method number 2, yung sales value method, kailangan lahat ng joint products saleable at split of point. Kung hindi, you have to resort to another method. So ang isang mukhang alternative ay itong net realizable value method. So paano ba kinukompute yung NRV or net realizable value? So it's final selling price minus separable cost. Ano na yung separable cost? Separable cost is the additional processing and selling costs ng isang product bago siya mabenta at the end of the process. Let's have this illustrative problem. So, ito po yung ating allocation sa next slide. So, ang ginawa po natin dyan, no? So, kinumpute natin yung net realizable value ng bawat product. So, paano siya kinumpute? So, yung final selling price nila, na 220 and 170 respectively, ay binawasan natin ng mga additional processing and selling costs. For example, dun sa fillet, 2 pesos and 20 centavos less 3 centavos less 5 centavos. So, ang net realizable value niya at split of point is 2 pesos and 12 centavos. Same with canned tuna. 170 less 2 centavos less 4 centavos. So, you'll come up with a net realizable value per pound na 1 pesos and 64 centavos. Yung net realizable value per pound, minultiply natin sa volume. So, 2,000 times 2.12 will give you 4,240. 8,000 times 1.64 will give you 13,120. And then, tinotal, 17,360. Base dyan sa pang-ilang column ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dyan sa pang-7 na column na total SP, dyan tayo kumuha ng ratio. So, we have 24 and 76%. At yung ratio na yan ang ginamit nating pang-allocate ng 16,000 joint cost.